Hey, y'all. Welcome to SLOP. I'm your friendly neighborhood organizer, Austin. And I'm here tonight with Jason.
Hello, comrades.
And yeah, I'm gonna scoot my seat up. And we are the most unprofessional podcasters in the land, maybe the known universe. And
Especially true today.
yeah.
So my boss, I got a new boss at work, and he thinks our department isn't productive enough. So he's been leaning on all of us to work a little bit harder. And so I haven't had time to prepare for anything. So I'm just winging it tonight.
Hey, we're all flying by the seat of our pants, especially in this day and age. Oh, Jolly Green John, it's good to see you. Thank you for all your support. Thank you for spending time with us
Absolutely.
because we know time is a premium, and y'all choosing to spend it with us is a gift, really. So thank y'all. But yeah, we're gonna talk about a few things trending. Some national news: DC invaded. Uh, Epstein. And then we'll get into some international stuff, talk about what's going on with the Palestinian folks and the Ukrainian folks. And then I don't have a much for fun at the end, but uh it's it'll be what it'll be. But yeah, we're here. And let's see. Let's go on and uh start trying to. Oh, where are you, trends? Where are you, trends? There we go. We'll check out Google Trends, past 24 hours. I don't know what a claves is, claves, but that's number one. Yeah.
Claves,
Oh,
the musical instrument, the claves.
see, that's what I'm looking here, and it's Spanish. El hallazgo de una pequeño pez en el artículo ofrece claves sobre something.
Probably
I
sobre.
don't know. Yeah, claves sobre. Okay. I don't know what's going on with that. We got some other stuff going on too. Target CEO.
Yeah, so this is a good news story. So I forget his name. Oi, it's um I want to say it's Cornwell or
Cornholio.
Cornell. It's Brian Cornell.
Okay.
It's not Cornholio. So just to tell you that boycotts work. Like um, as a result of Target backed away from DEI, and left-leaning folks have been staying away from Target, and now the CEO that's been there for 11 years is stepping down.
Woo!
Yeah, so boycotts are effective if they're targeted, and
So
it's one of
yeah,
the
I was pointing out to folks that like a CEO can lose his job over like 3 to 5% of like loss in revenue.
those
Like,
shareholders are greedy, or some greedy bastards.
mm, yeah. I kind of wish I was a shareholder some days, though.
I know, right? Well, if you're a
Oh
shareholder, like the government might actually listen to you sometimes.
yeah. Why don't we do one of those altruistic investment fund and everybody invest in Palantir and go on and stop it in its tracks. We
Yeah, I
got
don't know about that.
yeah. The USS New Orleans caught on fire, a 12-hour fire. They say that in the Navy, the first thing you are is a firefighter, and the Marines, first thing you are is an infantryman. So, yeah, fire control systems and whatnot. What else did I see that? And we got flooding happening. Now they're calling this Hurricane Aaron, but I think we should just rename it Hurricane Exxon. Why not? I think all these storm systems, we could have a Hurricane Musk, a Hurricane Bezos, all that good stuff. But it looks like flooding is happening, and I expect a poor response. I expect a poor response from the government to help, as we just saw in Texas. So yeah. So that's Google. Let's see what's going on with Twitter. The last 24 hours, we got Cracker Barrel #1.
They rebranded. They changed their logo. So
Uh,
there's a bunch of news about them. They got rid of both the cracker and the barrel. There was an old white dude in the logo and a barrel. So they got rid of both of them. It just says Cracker Barrel now.
you say you're unprepared, but I'm finding that the opposite here tonight. We got, but so goodbye to the barrel, goodbye to the cracker, huh?
Yep.
Okay. We got WrestlePalooza, the Gorillas. I'm not seeing sandwiches, which I'm
Why would
surprised at.
sandwiches trend today? Is it Sandwich Day or something?
No, we'll get to that. We've had an inspirational uh, uh, show of force by a man and his sandwich against the ice, and we'll get to some pictures. We'll probably do that first. Taylor Lorenz, she had some horrible tweets the past few days
Who
talking
is
about.
Taylor Lorenz?
So she's a YouTuber. She used to, I can't remember what outfit she was with, but she used to do some good journalism, and she has a YouTube channel, and she does good videos, but like she came out the past couple of days, said some stuff that about the left not being too nice and thoughtful, which came from responding to a tweet that showed a picture of a DSA meeting and people weren't like super masked up and stuff like that, which, you know, um, it's COVID season yet again, it's flu season, kids are in school. I'm worried like hell about folks getting sick again, but that's what it kind of stemmed from. Is she was upset with DSA folks not masking up at meetings, but I don't. Yeah, I don't think her comparing the left to Nazis was where is that?
Yeah, it was called for.
Yeah,
It's too far.
yeah, slightly too far. But other than that, she's made some very good, insightful videos uh, on what's going down and fascism in general. Uh, so we got some stuff on YouTube. Let's see here. Uh, Darling I official video. Tyler the Creator. I know one of my little girls is going to be all over that. Maybe I can tell her about it first, and so I can look cool.
Big Tyler the Creator fan.
Oh, he's awesome. Yeah. Like, but and she loves him. She wants all his out. She wants everything on vinyl too. Like, well,
Wow.
yeah. I did see this. The Call of Duty Black Ops 7 trailer came out. I saw it. Made me miss playing video games, but they're going to be in Angola and Tokyo and a few other places. I can't remember all. Oh, Alaska in there too. Uh, and they're fighting robots. So,
Okay.
yeah.
That's good. Butlerian Jihad. I'm ready for it.
Let's go. Let's go. Yeah. Oh, Skibbity Toilet.
Skibidi Toilet 79.
79 part 2. Yeah. I think Skibbity has made it into the Cambridge Dictionary this week as well.
I saw that. Along with Tradwife and let's see what else. Broligarchy.
Yep. Yep.
And a few other terms. So yeah, Skibbity. Got that Skibbity Riz.
The Urban Dictionary definition for that is pretty funny, especially with its use case. Yeah. Florence and the Machine. I think they're pretty good. I haven't heard this one yet. I can't wait for Fallout Season 2. This is interesting. Papa Meat. They make some good videos, but the downfall of Roblox. They're animators. They're an animationist. Yeah. Some NBA 2K. I got the diamond base in Steal a Brain Rot. Okay, man. A few other things here. The Something of Bollywood new show on Netflix. 21 Pilots got a new video out, and trailer with Bateman and Judd. What's it? The British guy.
Judd Apatow?
Judd, no, not Judd Apatow. Jude. He's this guy right here. I can't remember. You've seen him. He's been in so many things. He was in the Mr. Ripley, the talented Mr. Ripley. He was the rich guy in it.
Let's see. Let's see if I can remember.
Jude Law.
Jude Law.
Judd.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, not Judd. My country ass.
Jude Law. Yeah.
Judd Law. That's Judd Law right
Judd
there.
Law.
He's a sheriff in town. We got some videos, most of them in the politics and news area. ICE roast DC leftists from the Daily Wire.
Give me a break.
Yeah, Levitt rips reporter over Trump call with Putin. This is on the to view list. Make America healthy again, folks. They're trying to set up camps for kids with autism and depression and shit like that.
Yeah.
What else we got here? And then I don't know why this is in politics, but Stephen A's work ethic is unmatched. And Lawrence O'Dowd here thinks that Zelensky had a successful day in the Trump White House. Well, where he got to visit Trump's gift shop inside a closet. Did you see that? How many hats he has? And it's not like just like he's got he's got like a grip of each hat.
Who has all these hats?
Trump in like a little display room.
Like MAGA hats or just hats in general?
MAGA hats. Just MAGA hats.
Wow.
Yeah.
What does he need so many for?
You see what I'm saying? I think he probably tries to give them away, but I don't think there were any takers. This right here, Rubio destroyed Margaret Brennan. No, he didn't actually. My partner, she watched that, and
go back down a little bit.
Yeah. Oh,
so here's something I love to see. Kicked out of a soccer stadium over a MAGA hat. You're damn straight. Run those bastards out of every place in public. You shouldn't be allowed to show your face in public wearing a MAGA hat.
and that's from Benny Johnson. I ain't got no cute nickname for him yet, but he also said this week that, and let me see if I can pull off this quote. My infant almost died in a drug fire from mass shootings. Swear to God, that's what he said this past week, which makes me ask all kinds of questions like, did like you're selling drugs out of your house? The baby was in another house. There were not one mass shooting, but multiple mass shootings at the same time as this is all occurring. So just absolutely wild, mindless rhetoric from this Benny Johnson fella. Yeah. So, and that takes us to we'll hit this first. National news. Judge rejects Trump administration's. This is the second go around on this. So they denied it the first time. But now they're here denied it again. And, basically in it, judge said that the government was seeking to unseal 70 pages of grand jury transcripts. And he basically said, where is it? The government's 100,000 pages of Epstein files and materials dwarf the 70 odd pages of Epstein grand jury materials. Seeking to unseal the grand jury document appears a diversion from releasing documents that he figured it out in the government's possession, he wrote, and the government failed to make the case for unsealing the documents. Yeah. So that's our limited news this week on Epstein. Of course, I watched several more videos about him, as I do every fucking week, because I'm a masochist, I guess.
No, I listen to a lot of right-wing talk radio because I hate myself and I want to punish myself for whatever imagined sins I think I've committed, and so I listen to Mark Levin and many others.
It makes you stronger. I'm a man. All right. I did like this little thing from The Guardian. At this dangerous moment for dissent, when the military is deployed to quell overwhelmingly peaceful protests, when elected officials of the opposing party are arrested or handcuffed, when student activists are jailed and deported, when a wide range of civic institutions, nonprofits, law firms, universities, news outlets, the arts, the civil service, scientists are targeted and penalized by the federal government, it's hard to avoid the conclusion that our core freedoms are disappearing before our eyes and democracy itself is slipping away. In any country on the cusp of authoritarianism, the role of the press as an engine of scrutiny, truth, and accountability becomes increasingly critical. So, yeah. And, the Guardian started up in Manchester in response to, do you remember that other week when we talked about all those folks getting trampled by horses and whatnot in England over a strike?
Yes.
That's where the Guardian started from. So,
wow.
Yeah. So they've been around for a minute, and I like the Guardian. I do. I'm sure they have their blind spots and whatnot, and I'm sure there's plenty of leftists out there who would rake me over the coals about liking it, but I think they do a pretty decent job.
It depends on the topic. I read The Guardian pretty regularly, and they've had some bad takes every now and again, and they hire some questionable people to write op-eds. But for the most part, their news coverage is as good as you're going to get from mainstream media.
That's how I feel about it too.
In my opinion.
Yeah. They're definitely better than fucking the old gray lady, the New York Times. Let's see here.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So going from Epstein, we are into DC. Sandwich solidarity. A protester holds a piece of bread as he walks by the National Guard in solidarity with the man who was arrested last week after hurling a sub sandwich at a federal officer. The Justice Department announced they would charge the man with felony assault. And actually, the judge dropped the charges. So, all right. We got Uncle Warren in the house. Yo, thank you for being here. I love this. We got the ICE agent with the standard issue arm tattoos. You ever notice how many of these motherfuckers got arm tattoos? And Trump is a cuck. Heart emoji back there.
There you go.
Got a guy just, expressing his freedom of speech right there, flipping off the DC police. Fascism wears diapers now. Protesters all around in DC marching. This is the second person I've seen. Now, see this right under here? That's actually the old drip pan that whenever a vehicle and there's a chalk block. So like this vehicle is not ready to move, but she's standing in front of it, yelling at it, which, good for her. But I did see a fella this week standing in front of a convoy. He stood in front of one of these vehicles that were in convoy together. I heard the circus is in town. Yep. Vote for a clown, get a clown show. We got folks protesting DuPont Circle, free DC.
Nice.
We got pop-up tents around the area with encouraging signs and encouraging the military to do not comply with the orders. Another man here expressing his freedom of speech at a traffic stop with multiple cop vehicles there.
Redressing his grievances with government.
Exactly. I like the way you say that. I love this. We wanted huddled masses, not hooded asses.
That's good. I like it.
Yeah, that's it. That sandwich man. Already the art is popping up. I saw another rendition of the guy himself with his pink shirt and shorts on and stuff. You're either an American or a Trump defender. You can't be both. Again, at DuPont Circle. This is perfect. Like, how many birds have we seen flying around?
This is the third one.
Yeah. So keep at it, folks. Keep at it. And yeah, I saw a video this week that this lady, she is saying that it costs about $1 million for them to respond to a protest at like a detention center or something. Costs them about $1 million in manpower, and that they got about an $11 billion budget. But if all these places were getting protested at the same time, that it would take about 100 days. And she'd been at it for 63 days protesting at this ICE facility. So, or they as a group, I'm sure she took a day off here and there. But they would drain the budget in about 100 days.
Wow.
And, yeah. Economic warfare, just like we saw with Target earlier in the trends. And yeah, not that. See, says, I help us out, donate so we can buy subscriptions to some of these things. But price tag is looking about $1 million a day in DC. Had a civilian injured in a crash with a convoy this morning, this morning at about 6 a.m. Eastern time. They rendered aid and got him treated and got him to the hospital. But, quote from the neighborhood commissioner, Samuel Pastore, maybe, criticize, the oversized military police forces. Our kids are getting back to school. Get these tanks off the street. And they might as well be tanks. They're 16 tons apiece,
Wow.
It says that since August 7th, federal authorities have made 550 arrests in Washington, including three known gang members. Wow.
Only 3 gang members. Wow. Amazing. Bang up jobs.
Oh. And then 76 firearms seized, which seems to be against some constitutional rights out there. But they didn't release a report, and Muriel Bowser, the DC mayor, wasn't immediately available for comment.
It seems like she's been MIA during this whole thing. I haven't seen or heard much from her.
She came out and said something like when it first kicked off, but it seemed very like let's just get along type shit. You know what I mean?
Sure.
And so we got a little video. Let's see if this works. Hold on.
Here we go.
Uh-oh. See, it was doing fine, and I had
vagrants, you have drug addicts, you have the chronically homeless, you have the mentally ill who harass.
Oh.
Come on. Oh.
Yep, no videos. Par for the course.
Harass.
Yeah, he got
attack families, and they've done it for far too long. This should be a monument to American greatness. This should be a place where you can come and share a meal or go shopping with your family. It should not be a place where parents of small children are afraid to bring them, because to Stephen's point, we have empowered criminals over the people who actually need public safety in the city.
Are you going to be releasing evidence of this?
Of what? The DC has a terrible crime problem? You just got to look around. Obviously, DC has a terrible crime problem. The Department of Justice statistics back it up. The FBI statistics back it up.
Lie.
Lie. Resident of this city,
lie.
This beautiful, great American city.
Come on, guys, just trust me.
No, we talk about human rights.
Like all those citizens outside that you're talking about. Oh, look at Stephen Miller.
Speaking of cucks.
So that young families can walk around and feel
he's Elon's cuck.
That's what we're trying to free DC from.
His wife is probably getting impregnated by him as we speak.
Hundreds of National Guard troops that are flowing in.
Oh my God, I went into a second video. Hegseth, Miller, and Vance. Look at the 3 amigos right there.
Yep.
Just what a amazing collection of dipshits.
Yep.
I mean, they definitely like take a taste after they use the toilet. You know what I mean?
Lord.
So, he goes in. We know the crime statistics are down. There's some of the protesters out there making that noise. Calling Vance and Miller dismissed the jeers, calling the protesters crazy and communists.
If only.
Ain't that right? They appear to hate the idea that American can enjoy their community. he goes in talking about there's higher crime rates there, which we know is a lie. Crime is down all across the nation since we got rid of lead in so many things. There's a theory that like we had such a crazy amount of serial killers back in the like 70s and 80s because of lead poisoning, between lead in the fuel and lead in the water and stuff, lead in the paint, all that, lead in your toys. Yeah. Imagine how many kids back then, little baby will pick up anything, put it in its damn mouth. And I'm sure they were getting lead poisoning as babies. You know what I mean?
Well, plus, I mean, we were burning it in gasoline when gasoline was loaded.
Yeah.
So you're just breathing it all the time.
Yeah. Let's make lead great again. Let's bring that back.
Let's not.
I'm gonna bring back the lead. It's gonna be everywhere.
That was pretty good.
All right. I feel good about myself now. But yeah, there's the kind of aforementioned mayor who seems to be kind of like, oh, let's just everything's fine. It's fine. So yeah, that brings us to the international news, and we're going to start with what's happening to the folks in Palestine. The Israel military says first stages of assault on Gaza City have begun.
They have mobilized 60,000 reservists.
Yes. They're being called up they should be activated in the next few days by the beginning of September to free up the active duty personnel for the operation. There's already was it a brigade already outside one of the areas? The areas they're starting at are Zetoun and Jabalia. And yeah, got Macron saying that it can only lead to disaster for both people and risk plunging the entire regions into a cycle of permanent war, which Israel and the United States be happy with, right?
I guess so. Well, I'm not a fan of Macron, but broken clocks and blind squirrels, I guess.
But they've announced their intention to conquer the entire Gaza Strip after indirect talks with Hamas on a ceasefire and hostage deal broke down last month, which, time and again, it's been shown that Israel is a bad faith actor in all these deals that have been put on the table.
There are settlers chomping at the bit. I was reading about a demonstration of settlers the other day that were gathered outside of Gaza's walls, just waiting to get in there. So they're gonna bring the same checkpoints that they brought to the West Bank and Jerusalem into Gaza City, into Gaza writ large. They're gonna send in settlers. It's gonna be awful.
Yeah, and there's already a few hundred and a non-zero amount of children that have starved to death. It doesn't happen. Starving to death don't happen all at once. It takes a minute, but food has been weaponized. But strikes have already killed 25 people across the territory today, including 3 children. United States is now denying medical care to children from Palestine. They've stopped that. So kids that were coming here for life-saving, surgeries and treatment and stuff, they're now being denied entry into the country.
No more medical visas for people from Palestine who were getting life-saving surgery because Laura Loomer complained on social media about it, and the Trump administration responded.
Could you imagine if you had as much power as Laura Toomer? You know?
Oh, man. The ear of the president.
Yeah. The bloodied ear of the president, the ketchup stained ear of the president.
Yep.
So, and Nazi Yahoo here line that they were real obstructionists of any agreement. Hamas is who he's referring to. And at least 62,122 people have been killed in Gaza since October 7th.
Wow.
But people are rising up against it. It's not fast enough.
I saw a demonstration in Tel Aviv against the occupation of Gaza City. So that was nice to see.
Yeah, there's young people that are organizing. They're calling themselves, or they've been labeled refuseniks, which they're refusing to do their military service, and they're taking jail time instead. There's been several, and doesn't sound too bad. You can skip killing kids if you just stay in jail 90 days. I would do that. I don't know about
absolutely.
you.
90 days in jail to avoid serving in the IDF. That's a no-brainer.
Yeah. So, and with all that in mind, it's still 80% of Israel roundabout is very hateful towards Palestinians by polls and stuff. But here in the United States, even though the people in power are still in AIPAC's pocket and Israel's pocket and all that, the people of the United States are very much against this. And even the Republicans are turning against this. I mean, hell, we've seen Marjorie Taylor Greene speak out about this. So it's changing here in the United States. The veil of propaganda, and this is my opinion, of the past 100-something years, and Israel the past 70-something years has finally, Israel and socialism have finally worn thin and fallen away. So there's been a sea change in especially the young people of the United States. And
even in the past month, there's been a difference I've seen between more mainstream commentators who are now starting to sound the way that leftists sounded a year ago on this issue. It's so often the case that the left is proven right on the Iraq war, on the war on Gaza, if you can call it a war, since one side doesn't have a military.
Yeah.
On so many issues, the left was right, but we don't get any credit. And people come along, why can't we be right sooner? Why can't we get people to agree with us sooner, rather?
Oh, maybe we need that as a slogan. The left is right.
The left is right.
Yeah, that'll fuck them up.
Yeah.
And let's see here. So yeah, things are changing, not changing fast enough, but they are changing. And do what you can for folks in Palestine. There's on social media, keep your eye out. You can directly donate to the folks out there. And there's some good organizations for helping the folks in Gaza. I wish I had a list that I could share with y'all, but I don't. Yeah.
I don't want anybody to get grifted, Like I get tagged a lot in social media posts about people who say, we're from Gaza and we're having these problems. And I'm like, I would give to you if I could be certain you were actually a Gazan and not somebody running a scam.
Yeah. There are scammers out there, but there's also ways to figure out if that person's legit or not, So beware the scams as just being a person in this world. I talk to my kids about how everything's a fucking scam. But yeah. So with that, we're going to move into Russia. Yeah, Trump whispers crazy Putin deal theory to Macron in hot mic moment. This one's from Fox News, of course. Looking at this, but this is the quote. I think he wants to make a deal. I think he wants to make a deal for me. You understand that? As crazy as it sounds. Yeah. Trump telling Macron. So we got dumb narcissist dictator and dumber narcissist dictator. I mean, Putin has some level of intelligence, but it's more like, the intelligence of vermin, of a snake or some such.
Yeah, it's just thuggery. And his coalition looks the exact same as the right-wing coalition here. It's religious hardliners combined with businessmen.
Mm-hmm. It's almost like Trump is taking a page out of his playbook.
It's amazing how that works. So they took a page out of ours. This unholy union between Christian conservatives and the masters of capitalism has been going on for a few decades now.
Yeah. And now I saw a judge with the UN, maybe not the UN, the judge with some world organization, maybe the ICC or ICJ or something, saying that like, oh, it's the end times, and I'm here for it. It's like, all right, lady. It's like all the signs are there.
They're going to sacrifice the red heifer any moment now and open up that third temple.
You know how many times that's been said throughout history? It's like constantly. If you look back, like what do they call it? It's eschatology, I believe, is the term. The study of the end times. But
that's correct. Eschatology.
It's like that's a lot of arrogance, in my opinion, that folks think they can bring about the end times, and honestly, a lot of that talk came from like this preacher in the 1820s, and Zionism. Actually, I think he was from Ohio, and like the Zionist movement started from this guy. So like every time I look into Zionist history, it's like, oh, hey, a crazy person started it. Oh, it wasn't that crazy person. It's this crazy person. Oh, it wasn't them. It was them. And it just goes back and back and back.
And it's worth remembering that Zionism was a controversial idea among Jewish people when it was first proposed. And Jewish socialists have always opposed it. And they wanted instead Doikheit, which means here-ness, to stay where you were and work to make change there, instead of the there-ness of Zionism, where we all go and take Palestinian land.
And lives. So, Kremlin plays down Zelensky talks as Trump warns Putin may not want to make deal. Oh, no shit. Like, if Putin could, he would literally steamroll all of Europe. Like, he would. He just would. That's what his big dream is. Look at that stupid fucking tie that's like way too damn long. But yeah, there's the short and the fat of it right there in one picture. But Kremlin has played down talk of an imminent summit between Putin and Zelensky, push for a bilateral meeting. Came after the meetings with Putin in Alaska, and Trump thought he was in Russia, by the way, while he was up there. Amazing. Fucking amazing.
I saw that. You see where he forgot the name of the Pacific Ocean?
Oh my God. No, I did not. What ocean did he call it?
I don't recall. Let me look it up.
But he's pushing for a three-way summit between Putin and Zelensky. And, you know, it's very simple, in my opinion, what's going to happen. Ukraine's going to keep fighting with whatever they got, because they're not going to cede their land to Russia. Like, it's like not gonna happen. Like, you know,
apparently it's against the Constitution of Ukraine to cede territory. So Zelensky may not be legally able to accept a deal where he gives up the Donbass region and the other region whose name I forget, because I'm the most professional podcaster.
But yeah, meanwhile, there's more attacks. Russia hit a gas distribution station in Odessa overnight, launched multiple strikes on a town in the Sumy region, injuring 14, including 3 children. The NATO military chiefs are expected to hold a virtual meeting on Wednesday. That's today. And the UK's military chief, Admiral Tony Radkin, is traveling to Washington for discussions on the deployment of a reassurance force in Ukraine. So I've expected that more forces will get deployed there, like as a non-NATO thing. You know what I mean? And it looks like the UK is going to be doing that. And, you know, they're asking the U.S. for air support in the measure, you know. But, yeah, Putin is absolutely fucking power hungry and a madman. And he's going to keep fighting till whatever's in his poop that he carries away from every meeting in a briefcase kills him. And then, yeah, I can't wait for all these old fuckers to die. You know, I mean, like, how many of these world leaders are in their like 70s and 80s? They like, please just go. Please go. Right. So let's see. I think that's about it. Yeah. It's a short one tonight. That's all right. That's all right.
Yeah, I didn't have any material prepared. Like I said, I got a boss breathing down my neck, and so I've been having to work late and do all kinds of family stuff and yada yada yada. So I haven't had as much time to prepare. I did do a little bit of reading, but not as much as I normally do.
Well, so, I would be. We did have one other little thing to talk about. ICE detains woman in the U.S. for 17 years since age 7 after traffic stop.
Good Lord.
Yeah, so this is in Alabama. Giovanna Hernandez Martinez, a 24-year-old Leeds, Alabama resident and community advocate, was taken into U.S. ICE custody after a traffic stop for going 1 mile over the speed limit. But yeah, she arrived in the U.S. at age 7, raised in Alabama, graduated valedictorian, earning a bachelor's and master's in social work, has her own LLC, and also works at the Birmingham-based HICA, a nonprofit advocate for immigrant families. And yeah, I wanted to bring this up. And, there's another 6,000 student visas that got revoked by the State Department this past week. But there's folks that are trying to organize to help her. I think she's already been brought to
Louisiana.
Yeah, as they do.
Right.
But there's
to cut her off from her network of support and to make it impossible for us to go visit her, or make it difficult for us to go visit her. It's all about
there's been a petition that's already got 20,000 signatures on it, and I dropped that in the chat. If you can sign that. And there's also an open letter to Senator Britt and Senator Tuberville regarding her undue processed detainment by ICE. So yeah, if you can share that with folks, and that would be good. And there's one other little thing. Let's see if it works. One other little, I saw this trailer the other day, or today, actually.
It's a trailer for a movie?
A documentary, yeah.
Hey, my brother, you remember me? We talked the other day. You didn't read the literature, did you? Yeah, read it again. You really can't sell dope here, brother.
This is truly an act of brotherly love.
Somebody's in charge. We want to talk to somebody. Who's in charge? We are the saviors. We are the deliverers. We are the answers that we've been seeking.
So yeah, it's a documentary about a neighborhood doing community patrolling and trying to make their neighborhood better. This is a Detroit minister rallies in the community to shut down a drug house in an inspiring display of collective action. It's now streaming on the Atlantic, Aeon, and No Budge. But that should give folks an idea on how things can be managed at a community level when it comes to, is a drug dealer. I'm sure if they had their druthers, they would want to have a job like they had in the 50s and stuff, where somebody had $66 worth of purchasing power, whereas today, the minimum wage is $7.25, which is half of what's required to live slightly above poverty level by yourself. So maybe we screen that. Maybe we check that out. But is that it? Is that all? So one more. I had one more little thing, and I can't seem to find it, and I can't seem to remember it, because why should I write stuff down? Why should I do that? Yeah. I found it.
Where'd it go?
Last little thing before we go, folks, there's some VPN madness going around. The popular Chrome VPN extension called Secretly Spying on Users. Uninstall it right now. The extension was taking screenshots of users' display without their knowledge. The FreeVPN.1 is a Chrome extension with 100,000 installs and a 3.8 rating, but it recently changed its terms of service and is basically not private. And you can't even say like you get what you pay for, because a lot of these VPNs out there, guess where a lot of their servers are or managed by? Israeli companies. Ain't that funny? Ain't that funny? So be careful what you're using, how you're going about, trying to stay secure out there. But yeah, that's about all I had this week. You got anything else, Jay, before we try to call it a night and take our medicine and go to sleep?
Yeah, I don't have anything else.
All right. Well, hell, light work tonight. Light work.
Yep.
So all y'all out there, please like, comment, share, subscribe. Check out our other show, Cornbread and Roses. We just did a show with some of the moderators of the Democratic Senate candidates in Alabama that'll be running for Tuberville's spot as he runs for governor. Jesus fucking Christ. And yeah, we appreciate you taking time out of your busy day and your busy life to share this space with us, and we appreciate it very much. So please help us grow. We're behind the 8 ball, folks, but we're fighting, and we're going to keep fighting and keep driving on. You hear? So
Right on.
With that, get your training, follow our Instagram, hit us up, let us know what's going on. Let us know if you want to be on the show, because we would love to have some more Alabamians come on and commentate or talk about what's going on in their neck of the woods. So, and as we like to say around here, all the power to all the people. We the people break our chains together. Solidarity forever, y'all.
Solidarity forever.